Let me make sure that that's on. Okay, awesome. We are recording. I'm just going to start with my list and go down it, and it's random, and it will be all over the place because that's how I roll. So thank you for taking time to get on here tonight. Thank you for taking time to dedicate towards your business. Nobody made you get on here. You're on here because you're a leader and you want to go somewhere with this. So thank you. That right there lets me know you want to show up. And I always say to go up, you have to show up. If you're not plugged in and you're not plugging your team in, and you're not leading from the front, then it doesn't matter how bad you want it. I also say that no matter, and I feel this way now, I didn't before, but no matter how many lives you've got, or how many trainings you've gotten on, how many lives you've sat in, you've been a part of, we're fire. And if you take us and you separate us all, then we all are going to burn out. But if you keep it together and you keep bringing your people to the fire and plugging them in here, then our fire is going to get bigger, 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 and hotter. Okay. So I had a conversation with one of my girls this week. I'm like, don't reinvent the wheel. One of the biggest things that I had to learn in this industry is let somebody else do it for me. As far as these type of things, I was trying to do my own Zooms, and it's not that I'm better. It's like there's power in numbers no matter what you do in life. So bring your people to us, get them plugged in, and we'll keep everyone's fire lit. That's our job as your leaders. Okay. These are some questions that people had that I'm going to go over. And then I'm just going to pour some love into y'all. So VIPs, the first thing you need to know when you sign up or you bring anybody into this company is what the VIPs are. Your ticker starts ticking the minute you become either commission qualified or you buy a pack. Okay. This is very important that you understand this and that you can teach it to anybody you bring in. It is first time orders only. It is a promoter on a package. So the promoter could come in and buy $1 million in a la carte is what I like to call it, and it's not going to count towards your VIPs. You've got to know that it is the upgraded packages, okay? Your customers have to be on an auto shipment. They don't have to stay on an auto shipment, but they've got to stay on it long enough for you to get paid out on your VIPs. It's 14 days, guys. Your tracker is 14 days long. So there's no way that that person is going to have to run their auto shipment again. But you cannot sign up a customer, get them in the computer on auto ship, and then go and turn it off 10 minutes later. It won't count towards your VIPs. I'm just teaching you some things that I've experienced where some mistakes have been made. So I don't want you to go and make the same mistakes with your team or yourself. First time orders only. Like I was going for my VIP 1600. My neighbor, who's one of my best friends, was like, how far are you away? And I'm like, $60. She's like, oh dude, just order me the pills. So I did without reading the fine print. I'm like, well crap, it didn't count. It's first time orders only. That's what you need to know. First time orders only, auto shipment, customers that enroll on an auto shipment, and promoter packages. 14 days from the time your ticker starts. That is very important. I need to explain something else. We always say you need to be a product of the product, duh, and we always say you need to invest in a kit. That's not for me. I need you to understand why, and this is something I just clarified with Dustin. I'm like, but why? I need the why. Let's say you sign up and you come in and you bring in 20 promoters, right? And this is just an example, not real life, guys, okay? And they bring in $1 million worth of volume, right? Your volume's at 1 million. You're not commission qualified, okay? You've got to get yourself commission qualified by $100 in volume or by purchasing at least $100 kit. Hear me say this to you as a leader too, okay? So now I want you not to think about yourself, but think about your team. You bring a girl in, she's awesome. She brings in all these people and all this volume. If she's not commission qualified, that's not counting towards your promotion, okay? You've got to make sure that we're bringing girls in on packages and not for free, even if they're badasses. And here's why. If they don't get themselves commission qualified, they're not making any money and they're not going to count for you. Okay. Plus, we want people on product. Why? It sells itself. So please be mindful. If you're signing girls up for free, it's not the way we want to run this. If I can get a girl in for free and I know she's going to come in and kick ass and she's going to go fight tooth and nail for her customers, that's a different scenario. I do not ever, ever, ever communicate or advertise, come and join me for free, because people aren't invested. This is a business, and I see it all the time. I see it in group chats. I see it in, this is what sold me on the business. You can join for free. Yeah, and guess what? Those people are sitting in my waiting room and they've done nothing, okay? I want you to set yourself up for success. Money is time. Time is money, right? I'm not going to sign up a million people, for free, pour love and soul all into these girls and then them do nothing. Like, that's like a charity. And I don't mean that rude, but we got in this to make money. So please be mindful. Please be smart with how you're talking to your potentials. So let's see. Okay. These are some more questions. You become commission qualified whenever you have either had $100 run through your organization that you've purchased by, you purchasing your products, even if you use credits, okay, or by having $100 in sales. Another thing you need to know, you cannot buy promoter packs with credits. So I could have 1 million credits. I can't say, hey, Em, come and join me. I'm going to transfer you 200 credits for your promoter pack. It won't pay for it. It doesn't work. The computer won't let that happen, okay? I can say, hey, Em, I know you want to be on our 3 steps. I know money's tight. I can take $20 off tonight. If I have those product credits, I just go and transfer them. That's my choice. That is a business decision, and it is very smart to do with any of your potentials, to leverage with them and to increase your volume. I do that all the time. The cloud office, I am going to take 2 minutes and share my screen with you, because I get a lot of you girls are new, but I also am going to tell you that it is not efficient for us to do things that you know how to do because you want us to do them for you. It's efficient for me to show you how to do them, but I cannot send you the comp plan and if there's gluten and things, but I am going to show you where to go look for it, okay? So whenever you go to share, or I'm sharing my screen, sorry. My brain is like going 100 miles an hour and I'm trying to slow it down. Okay. When you log in over here, okay, you're going to go to resources. Down here, documents and downloads. You're going to find PDFs for every single product and every single ingredient, okay? Super easy to pull up, screenshot it, save it, send it to whoever's asking a question. Comp plan down here. I'm not being rude, but I don't have the comp plan memorized. So if you're asking me a question about the comp plan, you're a business owner, I'm a business owner. I'm going to have to go and research it. You go research it, because if it matters to you and I can't answer it, I'm not being rude, but like, I'm a red. I don't care if it's 4% or 3.9%. Like, I'm a red. I know that in order to make money, I've got to put people in the computer, and that's where I'm spending my efforts. But if you're a green, I totally respect that. Get the rewards plan. Save the link in the notes of your phone so you can pull it up and reference it as much as you want. I will point you in the right direction all day long. VIPs, I have the VIP bonus details. I have that photo saved in my phone so I can send it to somebody so that you can read it and you can understand, I would just wanted to share with you some mistakes that I have made. So, okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen really quick. That's not me being rude. That's me being a business owner and teaching you to be a business owner. So you want to be pointing your girls in the right directions and giving them those resources, because we are raising boss babes and boss guys. We are not babysitting and running people's businesses for them, because then your business will fall apart. Okay. And I'm not saying that rude. Like, you can pop a question in the chat, and if somebody has an experience, like I know someone was asking about Crohn's today, and I'm like, I don't know, go ask the team chat. That's a perfect example of utilizing your resources appropriately, right? But if somebody says, hey, on the comp plan, what's the percentage on level 8? I don't know, go look it up. I'm not being rude, but we're business owners, right? We've got to go and we've got to teach ourselves that. So asking for help versus asking your leaders to do it for you, I really want you to think about that and think about how we are growing and we are building independence and empowering these girls and guys. Your mindset, okay? I want to talk to you about this for just a minute. Your mindset is everything. And if you are down, out, frustrated, I want you to know I have those feelings every day. But as soon as I let those words leave my mouth or my fingertips to go into a message, even to a friend, then I am putting out into the universe that I'm stressed. I am putting out there the negativity. You have got to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, bullshit, Courtney, you've got this. Like, stop it. And here's why I'm saying that, because I get girls that are like, I can't get someone to save my life. And I'm like, yeah, actually you can. You're lying to yourself. And so I want you to stop and think about, I always say this, and you've heard me say it. If your kid sucked at learning to ride a bike, would you look at them and be like, you're never going to learn to do that? You'll never ride a bike to save your life. No, you're going to go, all right, crap. Maybe they need different shoes on. Maybe they need a little bit more support. So I want you to think, how can we support you? Where are you struggling? I had a girl come to me and I was so proud of her because she said, I'm doing this and I know I'm good at this. I'm doing this and I know I'm good at this, but here's where I feel like I'm struggling. And I'm like, boom, that's the kind of person that's going to be successful. Those are the kind of girls that are going to explode because they know where they're not strong. And I didn't say, okay, go fix this about yourself. I said, cool. You're struggling with how to talk to people. Put me in 3-way chats. Let me do it until you get comfortable, right? That's a perfect example of us helping somebody in an area of weakness, but not doing it for them because they're lazy. There's a huge difference. So how are you talking to yourself? Would you talk to your child like that? Would you talk to your mom like that? Would you talk to your best friend like that? If the answer is no, then stop saying those words out loud to yourself. Stop putting any negativity out there. There are so many times I would get down on myself before where I came from, and it's like poison to your mind. And it's the same thing, like if you tell someone you love them and there's no meaning behind it, they know. Right? So you can be on autopilot in your business, but if your heart's not there and you're not feeling it, everybody knows. So really think about how you're talking to yourself, what you're saying, what you're putting out there. Are you frustrated? One girl told me she was frustrated. She couldn't sign anyone to save her life. And I went back and looked at her social media and I'm like, well, crap, I didn't even know you were doing this anymore. So stop and really assess the situation. Are you struggling? Or have you checked out and you're mad at yourself? Okay? Those are two different things. Your why is so important. If you have a strong why, your mind will never weaken. Your mind will never be weak. On my worst day, I know what my why is, and it drives me. And if your why isn't big enough, on your worst day, your mind will win. So I want you to stop and really, really think tonight before Monday comes, what is your why? Why are you doing this? And if you're like, I don't know, well, you better figure it out, or else you're going to have no why tied to your actions, and it's going to become so easy to give up. So you've got to know every day, why are you getting up and doing this? Every day when someone goes to the gym, they have a why. Either it's to lose 20 pounds, either it's to gain muscle, but they're not going to get that result that day. But their why is going to keep them going back and keep them pushing harder every single day. It's the same thing with our business. Your why has got to light your fire every day. My why is so big right now that I don't want to sleep at night, because I can't wait to get up in the morning and do my 3 steps and dig into my business. I didn't feel like that before. I'm on fire in my mind, my heart, and my soul. That's why my business is, okay? I don't doubt myself. I don't let myself get frustrated. Those are choices. Taking your mind to that area is a choice, right? I am so excited for my feet to hit the ground in the morning. Literally, before I stayed up all night out of frustration because I couldn't sleep. Now I can't sleep because I'm so damn excited about who I'm going to message and work with tomorrow. So really think about your why. And if your why is, it needs to be positive, it needs to be written in a way that encourages you and doesn't, I don't know how to explain this other than like, your why shouldn't be like, because my life sucks and I'm in so much debt, right? No, like that's, your why should be because I want financial freedom and these are the first things I'm going to tackle. Your why shouldn't be because, life sucks and I've got to go to work every day. No, your why should be written out because I want to own my own time. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's all about how you're talking to yourself. So really ask yourself, why are you doing this? And write it in a positive manner. One thing that I do for my team, and I would encourage you to do, is a 6 list. Write down 6 things that you're going to do to work your business every single day and commit to those things. Would you hire yourself or would you fire yourself? I want you to stop and ask yourself that. If you worked at Starbucks and you were a manager and somebody performed the way you performed, would you hire yourself or would you fire yourself? And if you would fire yourself, then why are you running your business that way? And I'm not like trying to come at anybody or anything being negative. What I want you to do is really stop and ask yourself, am I showing up every day like Mary freaking Poppins on fire, ready to change people's lives? Or am I working out of scarcity and out of fear? Right? Because those are 2 ways that you can get up every day and work your business. And I want you to ask yourself, are you working out of like love and empowerment and your soul on fire? Or are you working out of my life sucks so bad and I've got to make a change? No. Like, get up, look yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm a badass and I'm going to go own this day. And you will. So would you hire yourself or would you fire yourself? And if you'd fire yourself, you go make yourself over in your mind tonight, right now, when we get off of here. Where to start? A lot of my girls are new. Where to start? All I'm going to tell you is, for me, I'm the type of person that it is no holds bar. Like, I took off my floaties and I jumped in the deep end and there was not a rescue boat in sight. But guess what? My team is exploding. You have got to jump into this and just start posting, start interacting. The things that I do every day are, I have 3 quality posts. And I will tell you, because I preach to my team over and over, is quality versus quantity. Before, I was taught quantity. I swear I used to tell my girls to set an alarm on their phone and post every hour. Like, that makes me cringe now. I'm going to tell you, like, I've told my girls, it is like going on the first date and giving it all away, okay? You want 3 quality posts with quality pictures with quality captions. My other thing that I want to drill into your head is curiosity. Curiosity. I think about one of M's posts that she posted lately, and it was of her in the bathtub wearing the Black Label, right? And I don't even remember what it said, but something like, I never knew like this little Black Label could change my life, something like that. She didn't say what it was. She didn't say how much it cost. She didn't post a graphic of it. It was her. It was real. It was raw. What do you think people are doing? What is that? What is that? What is that? That is how you've got to post. It is creating a sense of curiosity that has gotten me where I am, Em where she is, Dustin where he is, all of these leaders. And it's funny, even some of my new girls are like, whoa, this posting with curiosity in mind is a game changer. And I'm like, it is, because we're not working out of desperation. We have something, we're confident in it, and people want it, and people are in your inbox when they're curious. If you don't leave anything up to their imagination, they're not going to be in your inbox at all. You want them in your inbox. You've got to be growing your audience every single day, whether that means you are working on InstaZoot. If you don't know what that is and you're on my team, I'll drop a link after this in our chat, in our team chat. I will tell you, I will never bring anyone on my team and say you need to spend $10 a month on InstaZoot or you have to, but I'll tell you it's the best $10 a month I spend for my business. I have 2 accounts and they both total almost 40,000 followers. And I don't care if you don't like Instagram. I didn't like Instagram either, but Instagram doesn't care if we like them or not. Okay, my girls I'm signing on there, they're glad I'm on there. So get over yourself. If you're like, well, I only work Facebook or I only like Instagram or I only do belly to belly, the world doesn't care what you like, right? We've got to start thinking about where's our audience? Where can we go and interact with people? I tell you that I convert a minimum of 5 girls from Instagram to Facebook every single day. How do I do that? I start a conversation. Honestly, I have about 20 girls a day in my inbox asking me if I want to be a hair model. So it's real easy for me to do. But if not, I am messaging them and I will say something. This is the only I call it a lukewarm message that I'll send. I will say, hey, your Instagram is amazing. Have you ever thought of promoting on social media? I don't say, hey, have you ever thought about joining my team? Hey, I have one spot. No, none of that crap. I'm candid. I'm like, your Instagram's pretty cool. I don't send that to people that are already in the industry, but that's how I interact with girls that I'm like, they'd be really good at this. But guess what? It's up for them to decide. It's not up for me to say, oh, I only have one spot left. Do you want it? No, like sincerely, would you be interested in rocking something like this? Because if you're not, then I'm not going to sit there and beg you. I promised myself coming to this team coming to this business that I would not work out of desperation anymore because guess what? There's no boxes. I don't have an empty box that I've got to fill with just please Jesus somebody. It's not like that anymore. I can do quality over quantity now and I love that. So start thinking about that whenever you're interacting with potentials. Your messages should be sincere. I get this question all the time from my girls. What do you send girls? I don't know. It depends on who they are. It depends on what connection we've made. And I know that that's probably, you're like, oh my God, but it's true. The girls I'm talking to, I have an authentic relationship with. The girls I'm signing up, I have a relationship with them. Naomi, she's a girl that just joined my team. I can tell you where her husband works. I can tell you where she worked. I can tell you where she lived. I can tell you what she had for dinner. I can tell you a lot more about her other than she just joined my team. I'm reading, do I ever contact other people in the industry via Instagram, and how do you reply to them when they message you about being a product model? Okay, that's a great question. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. I might just say something, and I'm just being very transparent, but I'm being very frank with you. If you are messaging girls from other companies saying our company is better, that's not integrity. But it is okay to message them and say something like, your social media is amazing. Keep rocking it. That's what Dustin did with him. He wasn't like, hey, but I think the grass is greener over here. He's just like, and then it opened the door for her to say, dude, my business sucks right now. It may look really good. So if he hadn't have opened that door, but he opened it with integrity. And I think that that's very important for you to remember. You can open those doors, but open them with integrity. When people contact me about being a model, it's super easy for me to say, hey, I have like a drawer full of hair, skin, and nails. I actually resigned as a double diamond. And I just say something like, well, how long have you been with that company? And either the conversation flows or they block me. It's one or the other. Either they're miserable and a conversation and a friendship starts, or they block me. And in some cases, a conversation and a friendship grows, they block you, and then you want to cry, and then a month later, you wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and they say, okay, I'm finally ready to listen to you, join your team, and come and start kicking ass. But I won't name any names, Katia. But, so just know, like, everything you're doing is for a reason, and you have to believe that. I didn't get down on myself. I mean, I was sad because I really, really liked Katia, but at the end of the day, I gave it to God because I didn't know what her paycheck was, but I knew that door was open, and we actually formed a friendship over messy buns, and it was a sincere friendship. So, like, but had I messaged her, hey, I see you're with It Works. I think I have something better, she would never have joined my team. She would never be with me right now. But I sincerely built a relationship with her. I thought she was hilarious. And so that served me well 3 months down the road, right? The biggest thing I can tell you is if you care about people, you will sign them. If you care about a number and a paycheck, you won't. Okay. If you care about people and you build authentic relationships, it's not going to happen overnight, but those are the people that will stay with you. Those are the people that will be your ride or dies. Those are people that will be there at the end of the day. If you're just focusing on numbers and I can't get anybody in the computer and I don't care who they are, then your business will never have any substance. It'll be a house built on, I don't know, dirt with no foundation. Okay. So really think about that when you're interacting with people. Another question was, how do I get samples out to people? I do games. I do 2 things. I do games and one person wins, but with that, I get like 58 potentials. Or I post that I have 3-day samples, comment me below. If you're interested, then I just send a message and say, hey, awesome. I have one more 3-day sample left. It's $25. I take Venmo or PayPal. How do you want to send me the money? Some girls are like, oh, I thought it was free. And I'm like, no, girl, it's not. And I move right along. But that's how I get samples out, because 9 out of 10 people that get a sample turn into a customer or a promoter. Okay. It is critical to get product in people's hands. And if you are working your business right, you are earning free product credits. So you have free product to do that with. Going live, really think about your message whenever you go live. There are different ways to say things that sound negative, and there are different ways to say things that sound positive. And so I really want you to think about whenever you go live and what you're saying. The biggest thing that we can do is attract people that want what we have because it's better. But what I would encourage you to do, because this has happened to me before too, and Dustin's been like, think about how you could say that a little differently, is saying, like, instead of charts suck, right? Because that's how we all feel. Say, dude, we don't have charts, right? That's still sending the same message, but it's attracting the people that really, really want this and they want a better way versus people that just want to come join you and bitch, right? So I want you to really stop and think about if you are transitioning from a different company. I get this a lot. Like, should I go live? And there are some things that I will air live and some struggles that I will absolutely air live, but I'm not going to bash in the sense of screenshot mean messages that I've been sent, or there's a way to do it with class. And I think that we're mastering that. And I think that that's okay. But I'll also say, be careful the message you're sending, because whatever message you're sending is who you're going to attract. You're either going to attract hustlers that want a better way, or you're going to attract girls that are negative Nancy's. And do you know what I'm saying? Like, really think about, are you showing them on there that we have something that's better, or are you showing them on there that where you came from sucked? And so make sure when you're delivering that message that you are capitalizing. Because, like, one of my friends, well, she's not my friend anymore, from the company, she blocked me, and she messaged me recently, and she's like, I blocked you because you talk so bad about the company. And I said, well, what did I say that upset you? Because she was one of my really good friends, and I was just curious. And she said, well, you talked about how there was no charts and there's no website fees, and people are going to get their feelings hurt regardless. And I'm like, yeah, but there's not. And I said, unfortunately, whenever I talk about the good things in my company, it might make somebody else's company look bad. But if I'm focusing on just the good of this company, then I'm being positive, right? And so think about that whenever you're talking about different things. Trying to think if there were any other. Okay, so I'm just going to go off script now. Okay, those were all my notes. I'm going to talk to you guys about your business does not care if you feel bad. Dustin said this before. I'm just going to come right at you with it again. They don't care if you wake up in a crappy mood. They don't care if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. There are days where I wake up and my child's throwing I don't know if some of y'all know this, but like I own a daycare. And so I have 12 kids in my house all day and 6 of them are in diapers. Okay. I still am busting my butt. So one of the things I'll tell you is you're not too busy to make this work. Nobody is. It's how bad do you want it and how fast do you want it? Yes, quality over quantity, but the bottom line is Thrive is exploding. Our team is exploding. And if you're not signing them, I can promise you me, or Stephanie or Katia are. Okay. And I don't mean that rude. What I mean is there's a sense of urgency to come and join our company. There is money to be made here. I made in my weekly paycheck last week what I used to make a month as a double diamond with It Works. Okay. Don't take a day off. Take an evening off. That's fine. Check out. Take care of yourself. That's super important. But you also have to know what season a business is in. And you know what? Ready or not, here you are. This company is in a season of explosion. And if you are going to go like a turtle, that's your own choice. But at the same time, I'm going to let you know this company's not moving like a turtle. This company is not in maintenance mode. This company is not in, we've arrived, we're good, we're cush. That's not the state this company is in or this team is in. And so I want you to think, are you working with a sense of urgency every single day? I'm going to tell you my personal goal, and you can think I'm crazy, but I guarantee you Em has the same personal goal. I know she does. My personal goal is to put someone on the computer every single day. Every day. And here's how. Not because I'm a numbers person and I just want that number in the computer, because it's my goal to change someone's life every single day, whether it's a customer, whether it's someone as a promoter, whatever that means. That's my goal. And if I don't meet that goal, I don't go to bed satisfied. I don't, because I know that there are millions and billions of people around me that deserve this opportunity and deserve this financial freedom, and they deserve to get healthier. And who am I to take a day off? Who am I to check out for a week? I just sit there and think of, when people say that you leave a company, you're selfish, and that's fine, whatever. But I think the more selfish thing to do is to stay somewhere and not do it with all your heart and soul. That's what I think is selfish. I think it's selfish if you come into this business and I don't want you to get Thrive Life tattooed across your neck. Okay. I'm not asking you to be a weirdo. All I'm saying is, who are we to take days off and to deny people this opportunity and to not open our mouth? And here's why I'm saying that. My blood sugar's normal now. I have energy. I've lost 30 pounds. My confidence is back. I can change clothes in front of my husband and feel confident now. My kids have their mom back. Who am I to deny that? Who am I to decide that my business is closed today? Because guess what? It's not about me. And once you realize it's not about you and the number you're putting in the computer, and it's about everyone else's life you're changing, your check will change. But if you're just focused on yourself and your check, it will never change. So all I'm going to tell you, if you've been on my team, if you've heard me talk before, I don't take days off. That probably drives my husband crazy. He always says sorry, when I was going 40K, he said, okay. And I was like, why don't you seem excited? And he's like, because you'll be excited for about 10 minutes and then you'll be talking about how you're going to go 80K. And I'm like, that's how I'm wired. So it was really cool. The other night we were in the kitchen and he goes, man, I logged into your account today and I saw your volume. And I said, yeah. And he's like, it's crazy, Court. And I said, yeah. And I am numbers driven as far as my goals, but I don't treat my people like a number, if you know what I mean. So I was looking at my volume and I'm like, yeah, if it grows by this much every day. And he's always like, you work too hard, like you're too obsessive, but he knows I want to change the world, right? Not just my bank account. But he's just like, God, are you ever satisfied? And I'm like, no, I never am, because I want to change everybody's life. So he's like, but Court, Thanksgiving's coming up. Like, you gotta keep that in mind, because that's a good 3 days that people might check out. And so to hear him talk about that really excited me, because it lets me know he sees how fast his team is growing. He sees a sense of urgency out there, and it's just so exciting. If you don't have a goal, if you're working at this aimlessly every single day, then you're like a hamster on a wheel. If you have not written out a goal of exactly what you want to do, you have got to get a goal out there in front of you every single day. My goal is to go 80K this month. My team is busting their ass, and I'm going to tell you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'll also tell you that I will always be right there in the trenches with you. When I go 200K, then, I mean, and I already do this anyways, but when I go 200K, by February, because I will show up at my first event as a 200K, I promise myself, my day is not done until I'm going, what's Terry going for this month? What's Katia going for this month? What's Nikki going for this month? Because I am always fighting for my team's next promotion. Always. And that's how you have to run this business. So if you're just waking up and you're going through the motions, that's like going to the gym and not even knowing how long you're going to be there or what you're going to do once you get there. Okay. If you are beating yourself up, that is like, and not doing the IPAs, the income producing activities behind your business, then that's as good as sitting in your car outside of Lifetime Fitness, like eating a box of Twinkies and being pissed at yourself for not losing weight, right? It's stupid. So I'm going to ask you, go and look, what are you doing every day to work your business? What are you committing to? You've got to marry the action, not the result. You marry the actions, the results will happen. I know that I come into this with my hair on fire. I work this business every free second I have of every day because I know what I've already been able to accomplish, and it's so different than where I came from. And I don't ever want to be that person or that leader that's like, well, don't sleep, right? Because I don't think that's healthy. I don't think it's healthy to neglect your family. But what I will tell you is it's so exciting I can't sleep because I'm winning. I'm not sleeping at night because I am spinning my wheels and signing $33 product models, right? And making $3.30. I can't sleep because I can't stop because my team is on fire. And that is something I've prayed for, and I refuse to not live in that moment with my team. So really ask yourself, and I don't think any of you are working this half-ass. Like I'm not coming at you with that message. I hope that that's not what you're hearing. I hope you're hearing that if you're on fire and you decide to show up every day with a positive attitude, with action steps, you will put people in the computer. Period. You will. And if you're not, then come to your leader, throw them in a group chat, throw them on a Zoom. I'm not going to lie. There are some days where I want to start drinking at noon because I have like 16 group messages, but damn it, I've prayed for a day like that. I have prayed for a team. Like there's 43 of y'all on here right now because you want to be on this Zoom. I never had this before. I never had girls that wanted something so bad that showed up. And let me tell you right now, the people watching you are either watching you do this and do it scared, or they're watching you and you're a hope broker. You are giving them hope and you are giving them life again. And they're either going to jump in with you and run, or they're going to jump in with you scared. So how are you presenting yourself? How are you talking to yourself? And how are you working your business every single day? You have got to decide that this is going to work because our products work. They've done the hard part for us. Our products work no matter who you are, no matter who takes them, right? That part's done for us. All we have to do is stay excited, stay positive, and stay in the grind. So I love y'all so much. I'm going to say one more thing. And I don't know if you typed this today. Do not take offense to this. I have seen it so many times. I'm just going to say it. I hate the word try. I hate the word try. When I hear the word try, I think of somebody that's constipated and they're trying to take a crap, okay? Y'all know me. I am very transparent and raw, and I have a horrible mouth. I'm sorry. That's just me. That is the only place where I think it's okay to say the word try. Period. I hate that word. Either you're going to learn to tie your shoe or you're not. either you're going to go kill this or you're not. It doesn't mean that you have to wake up tomorrow and say, I'm going 200K. But listen to this. I'm going 200K, or I am going to try to go 200K. Totally different message. Totally different message. So delete the word try. When Dustin asked, who's working your business today? You're not trying to. Either you are or you aren't. We don't sit there and look and be like, well, she must not be trying because there's no one in the computer. That's not how I view my people. That's not how I value you, and that's not how you should value yourself, okay? You should sit there and you should evaluate your efforts. And if effort produces achievement, and if achievement's not being produced, then you need to ask your upline to help you dissect your efforts. But there is no try. There is no try. Do you think that a football coach says, all right, boys, we're going to go out there and we're going to try to win today? No. So don't tell yourself that. You will win. You can win. You have got to tell yourself right now, there is no more try. There is not a deadline on when you have to have this done by, but you can make this happen. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I have watched girls come into this business who have, I'm just being honest, shocked the hell out of me. I'm like, holy crap, where did you come from? Why? They didn't have experience. I'm going to call one of them out right now, Marjorie. I don't know if she's on here. Marjorie does not come from this industry at all. She, English is her second language, okay? She has come in and she has built herself. She got her 800 VIP bonus, 1,600, her husband's, both for them. She went 4K and he's about to go 4K all by herself, okay? She didn't have a clue. She didn't know what she was even talking about, but she had heart and soul, and that's all that mattered. She didn't know how to post. She didn't know how to edit her pictures. She knew nothing. She's a busy mom. Her commute every day is something crazy, like an hour and 20 minutes each way, okay? She's busy. She had heart and soul. She also lives in a very small town, had a very small social media. It wasn't like, I signed up the president of Tridelt down at TCU and she you know what I'm saying? This girl has grit, and that lets me know we have the product. We have, hey Leo, we have something amazing, and you've just got to decide you're going to go make it work for you. And that was just so cool to see her come in and do that, because in my last experience, I would bring girls in and think, well, I'm sorry, maybe that's wrong of me, but it was hard because it was just such a hard structure. This isn't. And to see her come in and do that, I'm like, yes, like we can do this. I mean, she's gorgeous. She just didn't have the experience. She had the will, she had the heart, and she had the soul. If you have those things, I always say you're coachable and you're motivated. We can teach you the rest, but you've got to show up. You've got to show up to go up, period. You've got to plug your people in. You've got to get them on these Zooms, keep them by the fire, get them participating in the lives, get them. I'm going to be honest. We have a live event tomorrow. Each one of you should have a minimum of 5 people that have confirmed yes, that they're going, period. That no excuses, right? There's no reason. I have 5,000 people on my Facebook. There's no reason why I shouldn't have at least 5 people that aren't in this company confirmed going. I want you to think about that. I have almost 500 girls on my team. There's that. You're getting this in front of hundreds and hundreds of people. We're giving you the resources. You've got to plug them in. You've got to plug your people into those things we're doing for you. So I could talk to you all night. I am a very tough love person, but I'm going to tell you, any of my girls know I love so hard. I love my girls I'm going to try not to cry. Like, I love y'all so much. And I tell you this because I care. I tell you this because I know what it's like to be knocked down. A lot of people don't know my story. Like, I was a principal. I lost my job as a principal very publicly, it was very embarrassing. And I got knocked down to my lowest, notch. But guess what? I decided I wasn't going to stay there. So whether you've been knocked down, whether you've failed before at something, whether you don't have any money right now, no matter what it is, you have a choice. You have a choice. You have people watching you. You have friends watching you. You have family watching you. And I don't mean judging you. I mean people watching you that need an out. They need a hero. They need somebody to give them some hope. You have your children watching you. I don't sit there and say like, well, I hope I don't F this up again for my kids, right? I sit there and say, I have a golden opportunity laid out in front of me. Oh my God, one of my friends is texting me, OMG, her phone. I'm sorry. I'm really excited. A presidential joined me and she is so excited. And because she made a post and thought it was complete crap and she's lost 20 pounds. So guess what? It worked. Like the product does the hard part for us. So sorry, I get so off track. I'm so ADD. My whole point is like, you guys can do this. Thank you, Sarah. That's all I want to do. I want to inspire y'all. I want y'all to know there is a better way out there. I want y'all to call me and be like, Court, I just opened up my check and it was $5,000 for the week. Like, I want you to know what that feels like because it's possible. And I know I don't have girls on my team that are bougie, that are like, oh my God, I can't wait to go and be so rich, right? Yeah, I can't wait to be so rich. Yes, I did tell Terry I wanted a pair of red bottoms. I'm not going to lie. But I always say my goal is to go to the grocery store, right? My first goal was to go to the grocery store and to be able to shop without checking my own account. I can do that. My goal is to go to the grocery store and pay for the person behind me without checking my own account. My goal is, this is a perfect example. I went to Louis Vuitton with my two best friends in Vegas, and I'm not there yet, but I'm almost there if they watch this. And I want to be like, all right, what do y'all want? Why? Because like I love people. Like I don't want to sit here and like be rich and a snot. I want to go change the world. I want to open up an advocacy center for families of children with special needs. Like I got big dreams, y'all. And so my why is so big, my feet will never hit the floor not excited because I have the right vehicle now, and all of y'all do. All of y'all are in the right place at the right time, and you've got to believe that, and you've got to know that. So I will shut up now, I promise. Go and kick some ass. If you need help, come to me, but come to me with a problem and with a possible solution. Okay? That is the teacher in me. I always used to tell my kids, you better have asked 2 friends to tie your shoes before you come asking me. Okay? So you better have gone and said, Court, I found the ingredients for this and this. Acacia's a perfect example. She said, I can't find it. Like I've looked. She couldn't find it because it was called Pure or Energy Shots or whatever. That's cool. Like I get that. I'm right there in there. Yeah, it's called this. That's why you couldn't find it. Don't ask me to work your business for you because I'm too busy changing lives though. Okay? I love y'all. Go and kill this week. Bye.